The story begins with former retired UN employee Jerry Lane, his wife Karen, and their 2 daughters in an unusual heavy Philadelphia car traffic. As Jerry's skepticism grows about the traffic, bizarre things start to occur. Suddenly there is a zombie outbreak and people get attacked. As it spreads, the Lanes escape to New Jersey, and they advance to a pharmaceutical store section that is looted and search for a particular drug for their asthmatic daughter. As they ransack the store in search of the drug, an unknown man points a gun at him and later puts it down as he asks Jerry what he needs. Jerry responds as he gives him the particular drug that he is looking for and gives him another but a more effective one. Jerry's wife almost gets molested by some hoodlums, but Jerry engages one of them with his rifle and guns him down. Jerry calls his friend the deputy secretary to the UN Thierry Umutomi and briefs him about their condition by telling him that they are stranded in their particular location. Thierry assures Jerry that he will do anything humanly possible to rescue them as they find their way to the rooftop. The Lanes run into a building and take refuge in an apartment, home to a couple with a young son, Tommy. On their route to escape, they fright for zombies. As the little Tommy's parents barricade their door, zombies tries to break in. The Lanes encounter zombies in the stairs as Jerry fights them off. Jerry protects his family by ensuring that his wife and kids are safe to the rooftop where they can escape. Jerry wife and kids manage to get to the rooftop. The little boy Tommy escapes from their home as zombies attack his parents. But Jerry is still having serious battle with a particular zombie as Tom shoots the zombie trying to bite Jerry. As the little boy escapes along with him to the rooftop, Jerry attempts to fall off the roof by counting to 12, thinking he might transform as he becomes skeptical about the terrible attack in the stairs. Luckily, he doesn't transform. The zombies persist in their attack by approaching the rooftop exit door. Jerry forcefully barricades the door with his hands and manages to hold the aggressive zombies to buy time for escape with his family and the young boy Tommy. The Lanes and Tommy run out of time as zombies aggressively open the barricaded door. Tommy's father becomes infected and gets transformed as they approach towards Jerry and his family. The armed personnel shoot at them. Fortunately, the Deputy Secretary General to the UN, Thierry Umutomi, sends a helicopter that extracts and saves the Lanes and Tommy, as he promised to a UN Navy vessel in the Atlantic where scientists and military personnel are analyzing the worldwide zombie outbreaks. As the Lanes gets into the Navy vessel, they are given a room. As Jerry and Thierry proceed towards the conference room, Thierry informs Jerry that the president is dead and the vice president and 6 joint chiefs are missing. Dr. Andrew Fassbach, a virologist, says that the plague is a virus and that development of a vaccine depends on finding the origin. The origin is suspected in a military facility in South Korea, from where an email originated that mentioned the word zombie for the first time while communicating the symptoms of the disease. Jerry manages to agree to help Fassbach find the outbreak source after it is made clear that he and his family will be ejected from the ship if he does not. His wife objects the mission, but Jerry tells her the consequence if he fails to. Both Jerry and Fassbach fly to Camp Humphreys, a South Korean military base, where they are attacked on arrival by fierce zombies. Turning to re-enter the aircraft, Fassbach falls and accidentally discharges his gun, killing himself. After being rescued by the base's surviving personnel, led by Captain Speak, they enter the base as Jerry and the armed crew get screened before getting past. Speak gets furious about losing one of his 23-year-old crew members to the attack. Jerry tells the crew that Dr. Fassbach, the virologist, accidentally shot and killed himself and was the only hope. He also makes it clear to the armed crew that Fassbach's presence in this mission is because he voluntarily came and shouldn't be here with them. Jerry also learns from Captain Speak that the zombies get drawn to noise and body shots slow them down, but headshots kills instantly and burning. Jerry goes further to learn that the infection was introduced to the base by its doctor. The doctor was infected in the field when he was treating a farmer who had zombie-like symptoms. The farmer was patient 0, and the doctor patient 1, who was ultimately incinerated by a soldier with a lame leg, who the infected ignored. A former CIA operative, imprisoned at the base, tells Jerry to go to Jerusalem, where he says a safe zone has been maintained by the Israeli Mossad since before the outbreak's official acknowledgement. As Jerry and his team bike back to their aircraft, they make effort to do so in a stealth and quiet manner so the zombies don't get alerted. Unfortunately, Jerry's wife, out of anxiety, calls as his phone rings. The zombies get alerted by the ringtone and attack. Captain Speak drives hastily with the fuel truck and hits several zombies down as he advances towards the plane. The soldiers run and engage the zombies with their guns, but several of them get bitten and killed. Captain Speak plugs the hose in the fuel tank of the plane amidst the attack. Jerry gets pulled down from his bike by a zombie as he is about to be bitten. Captain Speak saves him by killing the zombie, but unknowingly to Speak. A zombie laying beside bites his leg and infects him. Jerry watches Speak with grief as he gets dragged into the plane by a soldier. He watches Speak through the plane as he commits suicide. Jerry locks up the cockpits as zombies run after them. One of the soldiers removes the fuel line as Jerry and his pilot escape. Jerry meets Mossad chief Jürgen Wormbrunn in Jerusalem, who explains that month earlier. The Mossad had intercepted an Indian military message claiming that Indian army was fighting the dead spirits known as Rakshasa. Israel had thereupon quarantined Jerusalem, guarding it with huge walls. Just as Jürgen shows Jerry that Israel is allowing survivors to take refuge in the city, loud celebratory singing from refugees causes zombies to scale the walls and attack. The hordes of zombies manage to jump into the walls and cause chaos. The military helicopter shoots at the hordes of zombies and tries to resist the attacks as they fall into the refugee camp. Jürgen orders some of the Israeli soldiers to escort Jerry back to his plane. On the way, as he runs for safety, Jerry notices zombies not attacking an ailing boy. Soon after, one of Jerry's escorts, a soldier Sagan, is bitten in the hand, which Jerry quickly amputates to stop her from transforming into a zombie. Both escape on a commercial airliner as Jerusalem is overrun by hordes of zombies. The airliner is diverted to a World Health Organization (WHO) facility. When Jerry contacts Thierry outside Cardiff, Wales, a dog senses that a zombie-like creature manages to get on the plane from Jerusalem and gives a distress bark and runs off as the hostess tries to pet it. The plane hostess fails to acknowledge the signs and gets attacked as she opens the door. This gets all those in that class infected and transformed. Jerry becomes alerted from sleep as he senses that things might be going wrong on the plane. He quietly approaches towards the other segments of the plane and hears some disturbing noises along with other passengers. As Jerry takes a glimpse, there is chaos and too many have transformed. Jerry and the passengers in his class start taking safety measures by blocking the other infected class entrance with bags and luggages. But unfortunately, one bag drops off and alerts the zombies. This leads to their side being attacked. Jerry uses a grenade to blow the infected out of the aircraft, but this also causes the plane to crash. Jerry is injured and sees a trapped wounded zombie struggling as well to get out and bite, but both he and Sagan, the lady that got her hand cut off in Jerusalem, survive. They advance to the WHO facility, where Jerry becomes unconscious. He awakens 3 days later and explains to the remaining WHO staff on his discovery that zombies don't attack those that are terminally ill because the host can't thrive with it. He suggests that they test this by deliberately infecting somebody with a pathogen from the facility, but the pathogens are stored in a wing already overrun by zombies. Jerry, Sagan, and the lead WHO doctor go to get a pathogen. As they fight their way through, they are separated. Jerry continues to the pathogen vault while Sagan and the doctor return to the main building. A zombie corners Jerry inside the vault, prompting him to inject himself with unknown bacteria and open the vault, thereby testing his theory. The zombie ignores him, as do those he encounters while returning to the main building. Everybody gets happy at Jerry's success. Jerry and his family is reunited in a safe zone at Freeport, Nova Scotia. A vaccine derived from deadly pathogen is developed and issued to troops battling the infected, acting as a kind of camouflage. Vaccine also helps survivors to reach quarantine zones. Human offensives begin against the zombie and hope is restored. But Jerry acknowledges that the war is just beginning.